Hello and welcome everyone. This is the penultimate round of the FRL Div 1 season. It is round 20. We are in Brazil. My name is Nick. I'm joined by Viet as per normal. Viet, how are you, my man?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Nick. It's a beautiful day for hopefully some good racing.
Yeah, so it's Brazil. It was a bit of a crazy race last week in Mexico, but Brazil, it's usually a track that does provide a fair bit of action, both in real life and in the virtual realm as well. So, I'm looking forward to this one and to finish off the season with a bit of a bang. Obviously, Abu Dhabi next week, but Brazil is always a good one to just get ready for the last round. And we've got a few new names in here tonight that we haven't seen before. But before we get to them, let's have a quick look at the results from last week. So I'll quickly go through the race, and Viet, you can do the standings. So last week it was Baraka who took his 8th victory of the season. So he ended up doing it pretty easily last week. New Jersey Anis did his absolute best to give chase. He finished P2. And Sandeezy, returning from a 1 week hiatus, he came in P3. So that was the podium last week. After that, in 4th was Mucho Chan, who joined us in the chat afterwards. So big shout out to Mucho Chan for doing that. Then following Mucho was Chihi Edmund in the Alfa Romeo. Then came Kimi Madevez. That was his first race in the league, so it was a good result from him. PHV Vengeance followed him home, and then it was Cool Guy. So Cool Guy was making his debut in the league last week, so he put in a solid performance. Then it was Toss the Caber. So the NRL league owner, he came home in P9, I said P10. Wheezy Western was P11. So that was the race last week. It was a little bit chaotic at times. At Mexico, we had the big start line incident before we got fully underway. But we managed to get there in the end. Baraka not racing tonight as far as I know. So could prove me wrong. Definitely not in the lobby right now that I can see. So we'll see if it stays that way. We've got a few NRL guys here and a mix of some other new faces as well. So, Viet, do you want to take us through the drivers and the team standings?
Yeah, before I'm gonna do that, we have a reigning champion in our midst. It's Honzi just joined the lobby, so he's gonna fill in for Baraka. So we get someone from the same caliber in here today. So good for the racing. But the driver standings, yeah, of course it's Baraka who is leading the drivers' championship and is crowned champion last week in Mexico. He can't be overtaken anymore. So congratulations to Baraka if you're listening in the chat or afterwards. Congrats again. You're the man. P2 it's Sandeezy. P3 it's Henry Rogers. I think Sandeezy is also stuck in P2. He's not going to move from that position anymore. So a good season from Sandeezy as well. Then Rogers in 4th, it's Chihi Edmund. In 5th, excuse me, it's Jack Jackson. 5th, the Greek driver with the fan base, it's Cleophas. 6th, it's Primetime Raz. 7th, Slardis. 8th, PhD Vengeance. 9th, PhD Vengeance. And 10th, it's Hervina. It's all very, very close from Chi Edmund to PhD Vengeance. In between there, everything can still change. Drivers are only the top 4 to 9 is only separated by a little bit more than 30 points. So there's still everything to race for in these last two venues. So I'm very excited to see how that all unfolds. Moving on to the team standings, it's Mercedes who grabbed the constructors title. Of course, with a driver like Baraka, it's not that difficult to pull that off. In 2nd, it's Williams. In 3rd, it's Red Bull. In 4th, it's Haas. And 5th is Ferrari. Between Red Bull, Haas, and Ferrari, it's still very close, like in the driver standings. So everything can change there. Who is going to get invited for the after season party we're all so familiar with? Is it going to be Red Bull, Haas, or Ferrari? We're going to see. But yeah, it's all very close together there. So it's good to see that. From P6 to P10, it's Alfa Romeo, McLaren, Racing Point, AlphaTauri, and last but not least, it's Renault.
Yeah, so that's, as you pointed out, the Drivers' Championship was sewn up last week, so big congratulations to Baraka, but there's still some final positions to be decided over this race and the next in Abu Dhabi as well, and then the same with the constructors. So Mercedes is pretty much wrapped it up, but the other teams below are all still scrapping to get their final finishing position. So let's get to the track and have a quick look. So it's in terms of the track itself, it's a 15 turn, 4.3 kilometre circuit. It's a lot of a few different undulations as well, especially coming onto the front straight from the end of the third sector there. They've got the big long straight, the Renault Aposta, I think is what it's called. So out of the curve of the Sol, lots of opportunities for overtaking there into turn 4, and then that real technical infield kind of go-kart-esque part of the circuit, which is that's pretty much the turn 7 to 11 would be that sort of more technical part. Obviously turn 10, I think that was where Hamilton and Alex Albon had their coming together, I think 2019, I think it was, yeah. So should be interesting one tonight, I would say. What are your thoughts on the circuit there, Vit?
It's in my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful tracks on the calendar. In a country where racing is very prominent, Brazil, of course, it's race mad, if you can say it that way. For people who wanna get into that, please look at the Brazilian equivalent of NASCAR. It's absolutely insane. So if you want to search that up, be my guest. But yeah, it's a combination of high speed and very technical corners. So of course with the Senna S's, you start off difficult. It's very hard to get that itch perfect, to get a good exit line. In the wet, it's even worse. We've seen that perfect demonstration from Max Verstappen in 2016 on how to drive in the wet. So if it's gonna be wet, quickly look up that race, see what lines he drove, and you'll be in there. But yeah, of course, Sector 1, pretty high speed. Sector 2, it's fairly technical. And then Sector 3, it's all about the let's call it the Timo Glock corner, turn 12. It's all about getting that good exit to get that overtake done. Very tricky inside curb on T14. So don't touch that. And it's gonna... I think Interlagos always offers great racing.
Yeah, I agree. I've commentated here a few times now, and the racing is always usually pretty good. So I think we're not too far away from getting this one underway. Looks like we've got almost a full lobby as well. We've got 19 drivers so far. We've still got a minute or so to go. But definitely in terms of action on track, Interlagos does provide a fair bit of it. And then, it is a pretty sort of race crazy nation. It's always one of the, in terms of crowds, it's always usually packed out, and to have a pretty enthusiastic, rabid crowd there. They don't like it when it's too hot. I remember one year they'd spray them with water from one of the fire trucks as well, that was a long time ago though. So, but yeah, cool. So we get this one underway shortly. I'm looking forward to it. We've got 19 drivers. In terms of lap times tonight, what are you expecting, Viet? Probably around about the 6s, 106, 107. It's only 4.3 kilometres this circuit, so it's not very long. It's got 15 turns, but it's not a long one.
No, I think you're pretty spot on with that. We might even, excuse me, there's something wrong with my throat apparently. I think we might see some 5s if there's really good racing. But yeah, I think generally speaking, we would see 6s, maybe low 7s around that.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll see how we go. So we've got a few that have already are about to get ready at the moment. So just having a look, New Jersey's in there as well. So as you pointed out, Honesy, a reigning NRL champion. So good to have him on board. I'll give you the hot tip: toss the caber. Keep an eye on him because he likes this track. The Nemesis Racing League owner, he's had some interesting things happen to him at this circuit, but this is one of his favourites. I do know that for sure. And we're about 15 seconds away from getting this one started. So we've got 19 drivers, almost 20. 19 is good enough if you ask me. But yeah, we're about to get this is round 20, I believe. Let me just double check it. I always get this mixed up. Round 20. We're round 20, the penultimate round. It's been a long season. It's been a long season. It's a very long season. So let's
it's more than 5 months ago since we did race 1.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. So I think I still remember kind of talking about the start of the season with some people as well. So yeah, a long time ago, but we're almost finished, and then we'll go pretty much straight into the to the next game, season 3 for FRL, and I think there's, what is it, 3 weeks away? I think we are now from the new game arriving, 3 or 4 weeks. So some exciting news, and I think a lot of other leagues are sort of just wrapping up now as well. It's sort of that calm before the storm, before the new game arrives and everyone gets underway again. So we're about to jump into this one and get round 20 underway, and it looks like it is dry conditions. So it was raining last week from memory. Also, just a big shout out to the chat as well. So we got a couple of guys in there. Adam Scrace, I think it is. Morning. Yes, morning. R08 Racing. Hey, yeah. So welcome everyone in the chat. If you want to put it in there, I'll definitely read it out on air. But thanks for joining us, and thanks everyone for whether you're watching it live or on replay on the CCR network. Glad to have you aboard, and it looks like it's going to be Vengeance who's going to be the first man out on track. He is looking to... Last week, he's qualifying... Where are you, Vengeance? He qualified P7. No, sorry, his race result, I think, was P7 last week. He's qualifying...
He didn't have a very good qualifying, if my memory is correct.
10th. I've got 10th last week, yeah. And he finished 7th. Last week as well. So 10th to 7th, not too bad, but I don't think he would have been particularly happy with that. We had him in the chat after the, I think, was it USA or Suzuka? I can't remember. And he was...
USA.
Yeah, he was like really distraught. Not distraught, you could feel his passion that he was upset he just missed out on, I think it was on the podium. He didn't quite get the podium. No, he got a podium. He got a 2nd and a 3rd. I think he wanted to get a win, but yeah, he's going to get off on the first time lap. Might jump on board. Viet, do you want to give us a quick little tour of the track while we're on board with Vengeance here?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Coming off to the start-finish line, it's the Senna S's at first. It's very important to clip that first apex to get that minimum steering as possible for maximum exit speed. Keeping it close there on the exit, moving on to the second straight, late braking, late apex, getting early on the power as possible. Then again, this very fast right-hander he stays in 6th. Normally I'd go back to 5, but then keeping it close for turn 5, if I'm correct. Then it's Then it's here all technical, waiting to get on the power. Otherwise you spin it around due to the camber of the track. Then again, a very, very quick left-hander. Here's where Hamilton overtook Glock for the title. And then this exit is very, very important. Getting as early on the power as possible to get the maximum out of your straight line speed. And coming up to the line, and that's a lap of Interlagos. It's very, very quick. A 6.9.
Yeah, nice work, Viet. I enjoyed listening and watching that at the same time, so thank you very much. Silderfort, who I was after, I thought he was coming through next. I think we've got Henry Rogers. He's had an off somewhere just near turn 8 and 9. So we'll get back to him. Exotic, the American, very, very early in the morning for him. So thanks for him making a big effort to join us. He goes P4 with a 107.3. Got a Red Bull stationary out there as well. Honesy, he's about to come around now. He's set a purple sector 2. He's on the medium tyres. He does do this quite often, so you will see him go out for a run on the mediums. He goes P4 with a 107.3, so that's not a bad time. New Jersey Ananas, he has gone fastest so far though. What's happening with Henry Rogers? We'll go back to Silderfort. But yeah, New Jersey snuck in there with a 106.9 in the Ferrari to sit atop of the timesheets. This is Silderfort, so he's just coming around 13 and 14. Do we have a stat this week? Do you have a stat about the track this week, Viet?
Of course, I'm prepared.
All right, well, we'll wait with bated breath. This is JR Flem, so a couple of new drivers that we haven't seen so far this season racing with us tonight. I have seen JR Flem's race before in another league, and he's got a bit of pace, so it'd be good to keep an eye on him. We're on board with Sliders here. He goes P6, so a nice time from him. Now we have, I think, Primetime Raz coming around. Let's see if he's on I think he's on a hot lap. He hasn't set a time yet. So he's just coming through the final turn past the pit lane, keeping it nice and tight. He goes P6 with a 107.3, so a nice time from him. JR Flems, he's invalidated his lap, so we'll get off him for now. What about Kimmy? Here he comes. So he's coming through turn 10. Left-hander of 11. So let's have a look. He uses as much track as he legally can. Sets a purple sector 2, so he's on a good lap here. Racing in the Williams this week. I think he was in the Red Bull last week. So
yep.
He's getting around. Yeah, we'll just
6.6. He does go provisional pole.
Yeah,
it's a very good lap.
Very, very quick time from him there. This man here, JR Flem. So yeah, it was HBT the one. Pointed out we do have new drivers. So this is one of them, JR Flems. Felix 1 is another one. Matt Cass, that's an old name for me. I think he's been in the league before, but that's a familiar one for me. Deck Paint. That's an interesting name. Adam Kev, as we see JR Flems, he runs wide. So he's not going to set a time with that. What about Iron Apple? He's coming up the front straight now. We've gone 1/3 distance of qualifying. So currently it's Kimmy on top with a 106.6 in that Williams, leading all runners. Everyone's on the soft tyres bar Honesy, as we see Iron Apple run a little bit too wide there. So we might just get off him for now. This is Deck Paint on an out lap. Yeah, so Honesy is the only driver on the mediums right now. We'll see if... what happens to him. But, yeah, Mucho Chan says that I'm so stupid. Why are you so stupid, Mucho? I don't see...
Yeah, I already asked in the chat what happened. I thought he just left the session, so I refinded him back, but I think he might have made a mistake.
Okay.
In DNF.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He's grayed out, so I think he has.
I'm gonna watch the thing. Yeah, he DNF'd.
Yeah.
He DNF'd.
Okay.
Oh, tough luck.
Yeah. All right, so Mucho, he's down there in P16, but we'll see where he eventually does start. There's Only 6 drivers that have yet to set a time. One of them was Mucho. We're on board here with Deck Paint 2 though. He's just coming through turn 10 now, so he's one of the drivers. He has set a time, a 107.7. So he's in P11 right now as we speak. I think he was about 2 tenths up on his best time. He's a 10th up on his best time. So we'll see if he can move a little bit further up as we approach 10 minutes remaining in the session. But it is Kimi on top with a 106.6 so far, setting the time. New Jersey Anis is only 1900ths behind him.
Deckping does go quicker, around a 10th, but doesn't move up a position, so unfortunate for him. But he has enough time to come back in and get 2 more runs out at least.
Another newcomer, Adam Kev, who's just gone P3 in the Renault. So welcome Adam Kev to the league. Who else do we have? New Jersey Ananas. He is not on a hot lap right now, but we'll see what he does. But Kimi showing some good pace here. This is he went well last week, so maybe just feeling a little bit more comfortable. This is Vengeance, so he's on a slow lap as well right now. Just trying to pick up some of the other drivers out there. Deck Paint, I think this might be coming in for a cooldown. Yep, it looks like he is, and he's invalidated anyway. Silver Fort, we'll see. No, I can't catch anyone on the lap right now. Viet, Hervina. Here we go. I've got one. We got one. We finally got one. Hervina.
We got one.
Yeah, we got one. Hervina. He was 300ths up on his best time. He's currently P9, a 107.4. Just see if he was slowing down. No, he wasn't slowing down. All right, let's see if he can improve his time as we're past the halfway mark of the qualifying session. There's Putin, B. Hoppin, Rogers, Iron Apple, and JR Flemsy yet to set a time. Mucho's already exited the session as Hervina. Goes P6.
Goes up to P6. Yep. Honsi starting his lap now. So he's moved on to the soft compound, so he's going for a quick time now.
Right. You keep an eye on Honesy for us. I'll keep Henry Rogers.
You validated.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you keep an eye on him while I keep an eye on Henry Rogers, but if he's invalidated, we'll stick with Henry. Yep. So the time trial master, here he comes through turn 10. So he's one of the drivers that is yet to set a time. We'll see what sort of time he can set. Qualifying's never an issue for Henry Rogers. Just the race can sometimes be a bit of a
bit scruffy.
Yeah. Putin be hopping. I've got to put a lap in. I've been eating my HSP. So for all those that don't know what an HSP is, it's a halal snack pack, and it is absolutely delicious. So it's pretty much chips with like souvlaki meat. I don't know if everyone calls them souvlaki, but souvlaki meat over it and sauce, and it's absolutely delicious. So I can't blame you for not qualifying, and I'd rather be eating that as well than qualify. So good luck to you, Putin. We'll see if he puts in a time shortly. Who else do we have out there? JR Flems. We've got 7 minutes left in the session. It's still Kimi on top with a 106.657. And then it's a 678 from New Jersey. Then a 695 from Adam Kev, and an 873. So very, very close there. The top 4 drivers right now.
Honsi 2.5 tenths up. Oh, and he invalidates again on the exit of 234.
Okay.
Tough luck for the reigning NRL champion. So, he goes on, and Haas didn't really move out of the way. It's exotic. They should be familiar with each other. They race against each other in NRL. So, Honsi almost losing it on the fast left-hander.
New Jersey's about to finish his lap now. He's gone into the pits. Oh, okay. All right. He was
not satisfied with his lap.
Nah, but he was looking good then. It wasn't a bad time. Vengeance though, he's going to purple sector 2, so he's up on his best time. He's currently a 106.8. He's in P4. Let's see.
This will give him provisional pole.
Let's see if he can do it. He does with a 106.5. So nice time from Vengeance. Very good lap from
Very
him.
good lap there.
Kimi is just
He'll
coming...
be,
Oh, sorry.
Yep. Sorry. No,
Yep.
go ahead.
Kimi's just coming
Kimi
through.
is also up.
Yeah, yep. So he's looking to improve. He goes to purple sector 2 now as well. We've got just over 5 minutes left in the session. Kimi's been on pole for the majority of it. He'll want to get that back after he's been unseated by Vengeance. Let's see if he can as he approaches the line. He does! He goes to 106.507.
3 thousandths of a second.
Yep, so he's just pipped Vengeance there for provisional pole right now. Deck paint, he's out on a timed lap right now. Putin, B-Hype and Iron Apple still yet to settle that. Putin says he's going to do a one-shot qualifying so he can finish his dinner. Exotic is out there as well. What about Adam Kev? He's currently P4. He's invalidated his lap as well. So, lapping...
Gervina is on a quick lap now. He's up by more than 2 tenths in Sector 1 as Kimi gets out of the way nicely. Into Sector 2 we go. Again, it's all about patience here. Don't go too early on the gas with the elevation and the camber of the track. Oh, that's what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, and see a Sector 2 split. Oh, he lost like a tenth and a half in Sector 2, but he's still up. I don't think he has enough time to complete this lap and then do an in-lap, so we'll see what he does. He does decide to pull it off, and he improves to P7.
So not a bad time there. That's I think you'll be relatively happy with that for now. Toss the Caber, he's in the pits. The other Alfa Romeo, he's on his out lap right now. That's JR Flems. Do we have any other drivers on a hot lap? We might have Felix. Felix won. Yeah, he's 2 tenths up in the Red Bull. So this is his debut in FRL. So welcome Felix 1. Let's see if he can put himself in contention for pole position with his time. Ooh, P3. So P3. Second row. So not a bad place to be. The two Ferraris are out there near each other. So it's Hervina. He didn't go again. And then New Jersey Ananas. He has invalidated his lap as well. So he's not going to improve his time that way. I think, Putin, he's finally out there. He's put the HSP down. He's invalidated, I think. Looks like it, yeah. So he's just warming the tyres as we have him on the screen. Let's get to Honesy. So I think he's just started. No, he's coming towards the end. He's almost 3 tenths up.
Oh, 7 tenths up through the second sector split. This would be a 6.5, 6.6. But of course his time was set on the medium, so better traction onto the straight.
Hey!
And he does go pole
position
with a 6.502. Look at that minimum gap between P1 and P2. Only separate of P3. It's only separated by 8 thousandths of a second between these guys. It's very, very, very close racing. With the end coming up close, Honesy might recharge the battery and cool down the tires and go for another lap, because P2 and P3 both are on out laps. So we'll see how that goes. As for watching Putin, going to swip over to Putin. He's starting his first and only lap.
Yeah, I'm just
this session.
Yeah, I'm just with Slatus right now. He's in P12. He's just coming through just after turn 12. But yeah, Putin is just coming through the infield section as well. We'll get to him in a second though, but we'll stick with Slatus for now as he crosses the line. I don't think he's going to improve. He doesn't. No, so he remains in P12. Yeah, Putin though. Let's see what he can do as we have just over a minute remaining in the session. A lot of cars out there right now. There's only a handful in the pits. We've got drivers starting out laps. I'll try and keep up with it as best I can. Let's see what Putin can do though. He's currently P17. Yet to set a time. So it's going to be his first timed lap of the session. And it's a pretty decent one. He goes P8. So nice work from him. Toss the Caber. Let's see what he can do. He's down in P14, one of his favourite tracks. So don't think he'll be terribly happy with where he is right now. Putin's just retired from the session, so that might be just to finish his dinner.
Toss P13 does improve, but only one position. I'm thinking Toss would like to be higher up.
I would agree with that. Oh, New Jersey.
Hervina is on an outlap.
New Jersey's starting his time lap now as we've got 15 seconds left. Oh no! That was Toss. I think he spun it at the after the curve of the soul there. So chalk another one up for the Toss spin count. He's out of the session along with Exotic as well. So Exotic is out of the session. But yeah,
he retired in a bit.
Yeah, but Toss.
Exotic.
Yeah, Toss turned it around. At that was turn 3, yeah. Curve of the Soul coming onto the Red Apostle straight there. All right, so New Jersey, he's currently P5 with a 106.6. Let's see what he can do. Holmes is currently a 106.5, so he's on pole position as we go 000. So next time he crosses the line will be the final one. He won't get another shot at it. Let's see what New Jersey can do. Nice helicopter shot.
Very quick lap.
Doesn't improve.
P5 only.
Yeah, doesn't improve. Silderfort, he's coming through now. What can he do? He goes up to P11, so nice result for him. Hervino moves himself up into P7. Deck Paint, he's invalidated his lap, so no good for him. Matt Cass, he's P17 with a 108. He's not going to improve on his time with that lap there. He's in the 23s. Adam Kev, he's invalidated his lap.
Then we're done.
I think we are finished. Yeah, we are. That's it. So it's Honesy is going to be the pole sitter for round 20 of FRL Div 1. Congratulations to Honesy, who's taken out pole position. Well done to him with a 106.502. So great time from Honesy. We said about the 6s, I think, would be a pole position. But he's taken pole position. Congratulations to Honesy. What were your thoughts on the session, Viet?
It went all by so fast. It's of course it's a very very short track, as we said. It's only a 106. I believe this is the quickest lap time of the season.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
It'll be up there, I reckon. That and Monza.
No. Monza is a 120, 119, 118.
Yeah.
But yeah, that gap between P1 and P3, it's separated by nothing. Hopefully these drivers can transfer the qualifying pace over to the race, and then we have a German 4, 5, 6. So the Germans are well up there. About Germans, who got their first and only pole here in Interlagos?
Well, you'd have to think Marcus Schumacher would be the most obvious answer.
No, the first and only.
What? So there's only been one German who's only ever taken pole position?
No.
Oh, which German got their first and only pole here?
Correct. I will help you. It was a wet qualifying session.
Yeah.
And it was in 2010, so you should be old enough to remember.
What's his name? Hulkenberg.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was Hulkenberg.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, you made that too easy.
Austria is a 104. Yeah, that's correct. Putin. Austria is quicker than Brazil.
There we
You're
go.
Right.
Beautiful. All right, so that's
that HSP works wonders even for fact deliveries.
Do you know what a HSP is, Viet?
You just told me.
No, but
before that I didn't.
Oh,
no.
Mate, you got to have one. I don't know if they have them in Holland, but
I don't think so. I never heard of it.
They're absolutely delicious. If you get a big enough one, you don't need to eat until like the next night. So and about 3 o'clock in the morning after you've had quite a lot of alcohol, they taste even better. So yeah.
Right, it's a power snack.
All right, so I'm just writing down the grid right now. Matt Cass in P17. So just everyone setting their tyres. Everyone who qualified up the top were all on the softs, including our pole sitter Honesy. And then Iron Apple at the bottom. But then we're just having a look. We're going to get this started very, very shortly. But In terms of medium tyres, we have Silderfort, we have Exotic, Toss the Caber, Slardus, Deck Paint, and Mucho Chan, who fell out of qualifying. All starting on the mediums. The rest of the drivers starting on the soft tyres. Strategy for the soft tyres around here. Soft's probably going to last you about 14 laps, 16 maximum. Mediums around about 20 laps and 25 for the hards. As you want to take us through the grid now.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's a quick lap, so I'm gonna be quick.
Yeah.
P1, it's Honzi, it's the NRL triple champion, who's coming in here today. Second, it's the Williams of Kimi Matav's surprising pole for me at least, of a pole place, as last week he made his debut here. In third, it's PhD Vengeance, who can be very, very happy with himself after this session. In fourth, it's another newcomer. It's Felix 1. Fifth, it's New Jersey Ananas. Bit disappointing result for the Ferrari.
Yep.
Then sixth, it's Adam Cav. 7, it's the other Ferrari of Hervina. In P8, it's Henry Rogers. Don't see him in this low on the grid very often.
Yeah.
So let's see what he can do in the race. In 9, it's the HSP eating man of Couldn't Be Hopping. In 10th, it's GRF Lambs of GR Flams, excuse me for the pronunciation. In 11th, it's Silderfort. P12, it's Primetime Raz. In 13, it's the American Exotic. In 14th, the NRL League owner, it's Toss the Caber. 15 is Slardis. 16, another newcomer, Deck Paint 2. So welcome to you and good luck for the race. In 17th, it's Matkas, also a newcomer, I believe, or also he might have driven in the early season. In 18th, it's Mucho Chan, who made a boo-boo in turn 2. And 19, but not least, it's Iron Apple in the BW2 car of Racing Point, which is now the beautiful Aston Martin in the next year's game. Looking forward to seeing that in game. As every driver is now lined up on the grid, and I'll move back to you.
Thank you, Viet. All right, so we're about to get this one underway. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Let's go racing. So looks like Honesy got a pretty good start there. Kimi did as well. We've got, that was Vengeance making a move up there. Felix had a little dive bomb into turn 1. We've got Ghosting on tonight as well. So that's going to hopefully avoid a little bit of disaster. But Henry Rogers spun. Henry Rogers has spun at turn 1, coming through. Oh, no, we've got a Williams going around as well. That was huge. That was... Who was...
It was Matt Cass.
Oh, Matt Cass. So massive tank slapper coming out of turn 3. I dare say that's what Toss might have done in the end of qualifying session. So we've lost, I think we've definitely lost Matt Cass. Oh, we've got, this is Toss the Caber. New Jersey Ananas has dropped down to P10. So he's dropped 5 spots. Just having a look for damage. He's got damage. He's got front left wing damage. He's being chased down by Toss the Caber right now. Looks like everyone else was able to, sort of the majority was able to get through unscathed. Henry Rogers is still going at the back. You know what? Maybe I'm not much of a fan of ghosting, but it might be all right in this league, I reckon. It might help the racing. So Henry Rogers at the back there. Someone trying to bang down the door to get into your place there, Viet.
Yeah, I think so. Somebody is. I hope everything is okay, and I hope the person stops. Otherwise, I'm gonna knock him down. But back to racing again. It's Honzi.
Oh no, that was Red Bull. I think it was Deck Paint. I think there was some sort of contact there coming into turn 3. But it looks like all is well. Right? Oh, he's battling it out with Mucho Chan. Slardis is getting in there as well. So we've had a little bit of argy-bargy. New Jersey Ananas and Matt Cass have both pitted. New Jersey's about to make his way out now. But Matt Cass is still in there currently, but he's on the move now. But it's this man Honzi who's leading from Kimi Matav's. Vengeance though, he's in P4. It's pretty close at the front. The top 9, they're all within sort of, half a second to 0.7 of a second. So we've got some really good close racing going on right now as we're about to finish the second lap. So we're doing 36 tonight, 50% race distance, as Honesy sets down the fastest lap of the race, but it's only lap 3, so that will undoubtedly change. Deck Paint and Slardus, they're swapping positions.
Matkas has DNF'd.
I think
And it's a full call safety car.
Yep, so that was coming out of turn 5. I think I might have picked it up as I was flicking through, but the safety car has been deployed. Now, the 2 racing points will get past it. I think we'll see that. Okay, there we go. There's the safety car in the background. So the field is pretty well bunched up. New Jersey Ananas, though, he's coming through the center S's here. Now, I don't think it's going to be early enough. Well, it won't be time enough yet to pit for hards to get through to the end.
No.
We'll see if anyone does make a decision to pit, though, with the first safety car. I'm just thinking what their strategy would be. I think it would be detrimental to pit at this stage. But we're about to find out as they're going to come towards the end of the lap. Hopefully, we can get this safety car over and done with relatively quick, as the field is really bunched up, and we won't lose too many laps to the racing. All right, so exciting start. And Honesy's pitting.
Yeah.
All right, so Honesy's pitting.
Honesy. Oh.
So is Kimmy.
They might go for the mediums and then do 2 medium stints.
Yeah, you're spot on the money.
Does. Yeah, the hards, it's too early. I watched the PSGL PC finals here, and someone pitted in lap 2 for hards and got a puncture in lap 28,
Okay.
if I'm correct. So it's definitely not possible. So even if those guys can't do that, I dare say it's not gonna happen here.
Yep.
But yeah, we see Honesy, Kimi Matevs, Rogers, and New Jersey Ananas all in the last 4 positions. So,
But they've all stopped though.
yeah, they all stopped. So
yeah.
it's gonna be exciting to see who's going to get through the pack the easiest, as Iron Apple seems to be not here. He has an axe around his name, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll get to rejoin, or
Can you send him another
yeah,
invite?
otherwise he'll have
Viet?
I don't think so. I don't have him as a friend, I think, but I'll have a look.
Alright, well, hopefully he does. If there's anyone listening to the stream that can throw him an invite, that would be very, very handy.
As
But
we're going back racing.
I believe so. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Alright, so off we go. So Felix won. Is going to lead us away on to begin lap 5. We've got Vengeance getting challenged by Adam Kev. That was a
dive bomb.
That was a huge dive bomb into turn 1, but he's been able to pull it off. So he moves up into P2. Vengeance now coming under attack from Putin, who's up in P4. That's not the view that we want. He's going to get the slipstream of Vengeance, who's trying to get past Adam Kev into turn 4, the left-hander at the end of the straight. So nice work from Putin, moving up into P4 for him. But it's Felix leading from Adam Kev.
Oh, New Jersey got pushed wide by Rogers. Very close racing also at the back.
Yes, Slardus and Deck Paint
everywhere.
and Honesy's in there as well. So he'll just want to try and not get caught up in these battles in front of him. But he needs...
Oh, they're off! They're off! Honesy and Deck Paint.
Oh, yeah.
They had a touch.
You could kind of, I was just sort of speaking about that, you could kind of see that coming a little bit. So Honesy's going to have to get back onto the truck. That's at turn 10. All right, so he's got it all ahead of him. But at the front, though, it's Felix 1. He's pulled a 6/10 gap. Mucho Chan, he's going to have a look at Toss Caber. He does. Primetime Raz is going to try and take Toss Caber into turn 1. Can he get it done? No. Toss runs wide.
There's got to be a 5. Yeah, that's a penalty.
Gets a 3-second time penalty, and he's going to lose the position to Primetime Raz. So Toss Caber, he's lost 2 positions there. He's going to try and fight back down the back straight, but he can't. So he will remain in P10, but for how long is Silderfort? He wants a piece of the action as well. He says, I want a position as well. Toss, give it to me, but Toss is going to, he's not going to give it up easily. So he's out there in P10. Now Slardis getting past Silderfort. Going into the, I think that was turn 10, it was. No, turn 9. We're looking at it on the circuit anyway. We know where we are. There's New Jersey in his Ferrari in the background there as well. So there's a whole bunch of action. This is all for P10, 11, 12, P10 to 14. New Jersey.
Kimi Matevs gets the run on Silderfort, moves up in P12. Good move around the outside of the Timo Glock corner.
Oh, look at these three drivers. Turn 1 is going to be very interesting right now with New Jersey, Ananas, Silderfort, and this is Kimi on board with New Jersey. He's going to go around the outside. He'll have the inside line for turn 2. He does, so nice work from him. Now Kimi is going to put the move on Slardis to see if he can move up into P11. He's got DRS. Doesn't use any of the overtake button. Doesn't have much battery left to use. Oh, almost makes contact. Slardis runs a little bit wide. They hip and shoulder each other. Slardis stays on the track. And he's able to make...
2-second penalty though.
Yeah, he was able to maintain...
Multiple warnings.
Yeah, he was able to maintain the position, but he got penalised the 3-second penalty for it. Oh no, New Jersey spun. Same place that Holmes spun. Yeah, so that's at turn 9, I think. Yeah. So he's lost it in a similar spot to Honesy. So P1 Honesy, he's in P18. New Jersey Ananas, I think he started P5. He is in P17. I should probably... Oh no, he's turned it around again. So it's just gone from bad to worse for New Jersey. He's had a good few races since he came back to the league. Tonight, he'll want to put that one right behind him. He's down there in P17. It looks like his day is done. We're lap 8 of 36. Adam, Kevin, Felix 1. The two newcomers to the league battling it out as they go into turn 4, side by side. Felix 1 is able to remain in front. So Adam Kev trying to put him under all sorts of pressure. He's moved up 4 spots. Mucho Chan in P8. He's moved up 10 spots. So a good start from him after losing it in qualifying. And we've got the biggest losers are New Jersey, Ananas, and Honesy have dropped 12 and 17 spots respectively. Kimi's dropped 10, but I think that might be a pit stop, and New Jersey's thrown in the towel. So it's all over for him. He's done for the race. Whew, it's all been happening. We've got 8 laps that have absolutely flown by in this one, even though we had the one safety car. It's gone by pretty quick.
Yeah, it's been action packed all around as Mucho Chen goes for the move on Exotic down the inside of turn 1. Can he keep it steady? He does. He gets P7 away from Exotic and up to the Alfa Romeo of JR Flams as Exotic flies by on the straight. So these guys are not done battling yet. Good move there from Exotic. That dare say that would have cost him a lot of ERS to get that done. But you're ahead for at least another sector and a half. As it's in the front, they're not too far away from the leaders. Actually, the leaders are still fairly close. It's still
it's a pretty condensed field still. That we don't have anyone streaming away. It's only 5-10s. Sorry, Viet, I'm listening to that noise.
It's
in the
very
background.
annoying.
If
it continues, I'm gonna go and see what's up. And ask if they will stop.
In the meantime, though, Adam Kev putting the move on Felix 1 into turn 1. So Adam Kev has moved into P1, his first race in the league. He is in P1 right now as we approach a third race distance. Exotic, did he have a spin? No, he didn't. He's still down.
Toss left.
Yeah, I thought someone had a spin there. So I think he's put it into the pits and he's done by the looks of things. So Toss is out. We've lost another one. So that's 3 we've lost. New Jersey, Ananas, Matt Cass, and Toss the Caber have all left the session. They're all out. But in the meantime, though, we've got racing going on everywhere. Exotic, he's trying to put a move on Mucho Chan there, but down in P7, P8. At the front, though, it was, swap of the lead. Vengeance just hanging in there as well. So all 4 of these guys, Adam Kev, Felix 1, Vengeance, and Putin be hopping. all challenging each other for the top 4 positions right now. How many positions has Putin made up?
A lot.
5. So not the
Yeah.
You know what? He should eat a HSP before every race if this is going to be the result for him. There's a bit of talk between him and Mucho Chan in the chat about who's going to finish higher. At the moment, it is Putin be hopping. He's ahead in P4. He's mate Mucho Chan's in P7 for now. Still got 25 laps to go in this one. We're at about a third race distance. And it's the 2 newcomers, Adam Kev and Felix 1. Both P1, P2.
I think Adam Kev raced in Div 2 last week.
Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. Good.
I'm not sure, but I think so. And he is also driving SFR and NRL.
Ah, yeah.
So we have another veteran here, not only Rogers, but Adam Kev as well.
Okay, great. All right, well, it's good to see some of the Div 2 guys coming up to Div 1. Also, speaking of Henry Rogers, labouring down in P12. He's just behind Slardis in the other McLaren, so he'll want to try and move his way up the standings. I'll just go down to Primetime Raz. He's coming up behind Exotic now, who's in P8. So Primetime Raz in the Mercedes. Honesy's teammates in P16 after his early incident. So he's representing Mercedes right now all by himself for points. It's usually Baraka that we see in the Mercedes, but not racing this week. It's left to Primetime Raz and Honesy to hold it down. They're pretty good in the constructors zone. Looks like Felix getting nice and close to Adam Kev. But we haven't seen many penalties yet, Viet. We've got only 3 drivers with penalties. And we're a third race distance. I'm really surprised at that, considering we saw a lot of lap invalidations through qualifying.
Yeah, it's they're keeping it clean. As Rogers takes the position from Slardis to move up into P11. After the start, Kimi Matevs hasn't been able to hold on to the rest of the pack. So
well, he's stopped.
The race pace isn't. Oh, there's a spinner.
Hervina.
It's Mucho.
Oh, it is.
No, it's Hervina.
Yeah, it was Hervina was ghosting out. Yeah.
Cool. So that means that Mucho Chen and Exotic both move up a place. They're now well into the points. They were before, but now they really put their marks on the top 10. Of course, we still have a pit sequence to go for some guys even more. I'm guessing they'll come in at the end of this lap or the next lap. It's getting really annoying.
Yeah, we're getting to the pit stop window, Viet. So we said lap 14, 16 maximum, but yeah, they would be around approaching that window rapidly right now. All the soft runners, so we should expect those drivers in very, very shortly. In the meantime, though, Hervina. So far we've got ghosting on tonight for the first time all season, and I have to say, I think it's working. I think it's definitely working. We don't have as much chaos as we normally have. Let's face it, there is multiple safety cars nearly every week. We only have one, but that was for Matt Cass, who spun around by himself. It wasn't a racing incident. So a tick to the ghosting. I like it. It's on. It's working. I think it's a good thing for the league.
Yeah, I agree. It's so far it has provided for good racing. It's, of course, you just can't drive through somebody. I think it has or is ghosting fully on, or is the incidence off?
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure how it's working right now, as Deck Paint picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But not too sure exactly how it does work, but I think it's provided a much better spectacle for us all tonight. I think we could all agree with that one. But this battle out in front, this is going to be very interesting. That window will definitely be open right now with the for the soft runners, and not. So they're still going to go another lap on the softs. So Putin and Vengeance will go along with them as well.
They're stretching it now, so I think they'll try and hop on the medium. So no hards will be seen today.
Here we go.
There's also
So Felix won.
Passed it.
Yeah, he was able to get past Adam Kev for the lead. So nice work there from Felix. I'll let you. Sorry, go again, Viet. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I forgot what I wanted to say.
Is the stomping around upstairs putting you off a bit?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
I don't blame you. It would put me off as well. All right, we'll battle on though. We will persevere. We're at 15 of 36. So we should expect these guys in. Probably they might go one more lap. Maybe. They're really starting to stretch. But the pace seems good. They've obviously, Felix and Adam have kind of swapped over a couple of times. Vengeance is hanging in there with them as well. And Putin just barely hanging on right now in P4. As we see, Felix, he blinks first. So he's going to pit. Putin goes through, Vengeance goes through, and so does Adam Kev. Mucho, that's JR Flems. He's pitting as well. So the three of the top four will continue on, while Felix decided to pit there. So let's see what these guys can do. They'll need to put in a pretty decent lap to try and...
Interesting, though, to continue to 15. But as you said, you can stretch the softs to 16, but I can't imagine they feel very well, especially the rears.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a very, very tough track on the tires, especially the rears, because of the multiple hard braking zones and traction zones here, especially the middle sector. You do have the long straight to cool down the tires a bit, but they'll probably be running a fairly high downforce, which means that the tires will get more pushed to the ground, which results in even more temperature. So I think it's very tough to keep these the temps under control and inside the perfect temps as they come in now.
Yeah, they've all the front three pitted. Where is?
Russ continues.
Who was it? It was Felix. Where's Felix?
Davina as well.
Where's Felix going to come out here? Yeah, he's going to jump them again. So he's going to retake the lead. We'll be waiting for them. There they are. So the three that just pitted, they are behind Felix. So the strategy for Felix has worked out so far, as we see Adam Kev, Putin behind. Oh, Putin managed to get past Vengeance. So he's been able to leapfrog him in those pit stops. So nice job from him. It says Iron Apple's left the session. Oh, Iron Apple's joined the session. All right, he's back. He's on a set of hard tyres. Only 4 drivers with penalties as we approach the halfway mark. That's really good as well. That's as I touched on before, a little bit surprising. I'd say Hervina and Primetime Raz are going to have to pit very, very shortly as well. Probably this lap.
Yeah.
Let's see what
they're going to have to do this lap. Yeah.
Looks like Primetime Raz is pitting. Hervina's going to continue on. All right, so Hervina...
Interesting choice.
Yeah. He's up in P4, so this is a strategy call that can have a big effect on his race. Felix goes a fastest lap with a 109.1.
Oh, Silderford is on my screen at least, is a bit lagging in front of Felix, so it looked like it put him off a bit, but it's an easy pass nonetheless. As he goes purple in sector 1 again. Yep,
Kimmy's just able to sneak past Exotic as they come through 7 and 8. So you said before, where'd he go? Where was he? He's up in P2 right now. So he's managed to...
That's provisional P1.
Yeah, he's managed to get himself back up into contention. I don't know how long the pit lane time is on this track. I don't have that in my notes. I thought I had all my tracks done.
I'll have a quick look.
Yeah. But it'd be interesting. Yeah. Because Kimmy, he started P2. He's currently P2. And he's like, I think he pitted earlier. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so he's stopped already on those medium tyres. He'll probably need a pit for another set of mediums. I would say Hervina finally stops as well. So just having a quick look at the stops. Everyone's stopped except Silderfort, Slardis, Exotic, and the man out in front, Mucho Chan. Everyone else has completed at least one stop. Right now, position changes. Slardis up 10, Exotic up 10, Mucho up 17. Honesy down 14, unfortunately for him. So, not a good race for Honesy, but he's still out there. He's still battling away. We've lost Toss the Caber. We've lost New Jersey Ananas, and we've lost Matt Cass earlier on. So, I think, yeah, they were DNFs. Yeah, definitely. What about Silderfort? Where's he? It says that he's going down. He's got Putin hopping behind him. He's being chased by Vengeance. So Adam Kev snuck through, and Felix 1. So essentially it's Felix 1 is our net leader. He's down in P6, Adam Kev's P2, and then yeah, Putin Hoppin is P3 and Vengeance is P4. So those four guys have run pretty close together as Putin gets past Silderfort as Silderfort enters the pit. So that's nice and easy for Putin. I think Silderfort just got down to the limit as he came through. Now it's going to be interesting to see.
When do you think that the guys like Kimi Matevs or Rogers are going to pit again?
I think they're probably going to go try and get onto the softs. I think Kimi will try and get onto the softs. So you got 16 laps left. I'd say he'll come in the next 2 laps, Kimi. Mucho can. Mucho's going to be pushing it. So is Exotic. On those, they're going to have to pit within the next couple of laps if they want to go onto the soft tyre. And you've come this far now, so you have to go onto the soft. You've ruined your own race if you go onto anything other than the softs now. Henry Rogers is in a good spot, so he can definitely go another couple of laps to make it to the window for soft tyres. So the guys out in front, Mucho, he's just pitted, so he's pulled the trigger on there. What will Exotic do?
Slardis as well joins them in the pits.
Alright, so this will be the final stops for all of these guys as well.
The only drivers not having to pit anymore now are Felix, Adam Kev, Putin Hoppin, Vengeance, and Flems. So
yep. And Putin
Hoppin and Harvina as well.
Yeah, Putin Hoppin was just overtaken then by Vengeance. So Vengeance essentially moves into net P3 right now.
Since Henry Rogers has been able to find his way back up to the front as well. He's on 16 lap old medium, so he wants to come in, I think, as soon as possible to hop onto that soft tire. After this lap, it's only 14 laps left. That would be enough to go onto the softs. So interesting to see what is going to happen now. Oh, as he almost loses it on the curb.
Who's that? Sorry, who was that?
It was Henry Rogers, but he's okay. Exotic dives into the pits, so he's on to the soft tires, and see where he comes out. Will be interesting to see. P7 now. I think it will be behind Primetime Raz.
So.
Maybe even behind Hervina.
Exotic. Where is he?
It is behind Hervina.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna slot in P11.
Yeah, just behind Hervina, just in front of Slardis there. So, in a points paying position, opportunity for Exotic, the American. That's a Mucho Chan's left the session. Mucho, what are you doing, son? Where are you? Says he's left the session.
Oh no. I'll send him an invite.
Yeah, it looks like it's a disconnect. So, yeah, if you can. That happened to him last week as well. He disconnected from the session. He got into the chat and asked to be let in. So,
Mucho, you got an invite, my friend.
Good work, Vid. You're all over it. And he's joined again. Look at that. Vid, all over it. Thank you very much. Good job. All right, so Putin, he is going to battle it out with PHV Vengeance. As we see Kimi pits. So he'll definitely be able to get home from here on those soft tyres. I dare say that he'll go to. But this is going to be a good little scrap between Putin and Vengeance.
Mucho comes into the pits.
Okay.
live.
Not too sure. Maybe I don't know if that was an AI call. He doesn't have any damage. He's put on a new set of softs, so they'll definitely easily get into the end.
It would have gone to the end. It was only 2 lap old.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah. Maybe that's a. Maybe that was like an AI thing or something. I don't know. But all right. So we've got 13 more laps. We're over 2/3 race distance right now on track. It's the time trial king, Henry Rogers, as the timing screen does its little bug out. So Henry Rogers leading Felix 1, who's currently right behind him. Felix 1 has got 6 lap old mediums, 13 laps to go. He will be able to get through to the end on these tyres. Henry Rogers, on the other hand, though, will have to pit again. He obviously is in a pretty good position in terms of... what's that?
Sorry, Mucho-chan goes for absolute dive bomb on deck paint. Deck paint moving out of the way to avoid a collision there. So, yeah, that's good. Good racing there from deck paint.
He got a 3-second time penalty as well.
Collisions.
Deck paint just picked up a 3-second time penalty. I just missed it on the screen as well, so I do apologise for that, everyone. Alright, so this is Felix 1. He's chasing down Henry Rogers, who is P1 on the track, but yeah, does need to pit again. Adam Kev, he's 1.7 seconds behind Felix 1. So essentially that's net P2 and then PHV Vengeance in P3. So Putin has a podium there right in front of him. He's got a bit of work to do to get past Vengeance though. And Vengeance is certainly no slouch. So it's going to be a bit of a mission for Putin to get past him. But getting past cars right now is Felix 1. He is able to swing past Henry Rogers into turn 1 and take P1. So Felix 1 on debut has just moved into number 1 position from Henry Rogers, who will need to pit again as Kimi goes a 108.6. He's down in P7 on those soft tyres. He's 1 second behind JR Flems, who is on debut in the league tonight as well. So he's having a good race as well. JR Flems up there in P6. I did mention I've commentated on one of his races before. He's got a bit of pace as Mucho goes a fastest lap of 108.4. So some fast times starting to come through now as we're making our way into close to the final 10 laps of round 20 of the FRL Div 1. This is season 2. My name is Nick. I'm with Viet. Thanks for joining us. Whether you're watching us live or on delay, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, completely free, helps out the league, helps out everyone, and there's plenty of great content on the CCR network to watch. So there's leagues from all over the place, Australia, the UK, everywhere. It's just 2 countries, but you know what I mean. It's Henry Rogers pits.
SFR is technically Dutch.
Yeah, there you go.
So
we've got drivers.
We've
got drivers from all over the world. How's that? It's not just your standard.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see, especially here in FRL, where all these drivers come from. Props to Aaron, the league owner, who manages to find people from all sides of the world. So we can commentate on a very, very diverse grid, which is always fun to see.
It is always very fun to see. It's it's cool. There's a lot of Australian leagues is just like Australians or Kiwis is another one, but very, very diverse in this league. A lot of different country flags you see in the lobby as we get started. But so Henry Rogers, he pitted. He's dropped down into P10. Adam Kev, he's in P2. He's behind Felix 1. So the 2 newcomers to the league tonight, Felix 1 and Adam Kev, both P1 and P2. And that's Vengeance just in the background as Adam Kev makes his way through the centre S's around the Curve de Sol, now onto the Red Apostrophe Straight. What was the stat this week, or was it the German thing, Viet?
I can have another one for you. Maybe it's not that difficult, but it's more a question than a fact.
Okay.
We all know the race where Ayrton Senna lost his gears. But in what gear did he have to drive the rest of the race?
I know Schumacher did it in like fifth gear around Barcelona. I'm gonna say fifth gear as well. No, third gear or fifth gear. That'd be my answer.
Okay. It's both wrong.
What gear was it then? Sixth gear? All right.
Yeah. Nah. And it's one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most iconic pictures in F1 ever, where he tries to lift the title of the trophy.
Yeah.
And he barely can. Of course. Hannah left the session. Was he even in here?
Yeah, I haven't seen his name tonight.
No.
Not sure.
Okay, odd.
Alright.
But yeah, that shows that F1 really is a sport. It's mentally and physically draining, and that picture shows all.
Yeah.
It shows the passion. It shows his hard work. And it was I believe his first home win here in Brazil. Well, he never managed to get a win before that.
The home crowd was always worth an extra tenth or two to the great man. It is, you find a lot of drivers perform very well in their home Grand Prix. It's just that little bit of extra motivation. But yeah, you're spot on. It's a very physically demanding sport, as well as the mental application that drivers need. So we're the last 7 laps of this one. Exotic, and this is prime time race going side by side down into turn 1. And Hervina and Henry Rogers are swapping positions as well. So we've got a couple. Oh no, Hervina! Ooh, got a big step of oversteer coming out of turn 3 there. Exotic getting past prime time race, so opens up the DRS, and he's able to get that position swapped over as he comes through turn 4, sorry. So nice driving from Exotic. He's moved his way up into P7. He's on those soft tyres. He will be able to get home from there. Primetime Raz is on 10-lap old medium tyres. So I'm not too sure if he'll be able to keep up with Exotic. So Exotic looking good for a strong point scoring position. In the meantime, though, out in front, Honesy goes their fastest lap with a 107.7. He's down to P15, so all for naught, unfortunately, for the Dutchman. So Vengeance, though, he's 6/10 behind Adam Kev. He's dropped Putin, so Putin's 4 seconds off the pace there. So the potential podium for Putin is slipping further away from reach. In the meantime, though, Vengeance, he's going to start to just turn up the pressure on the man in the Renault in front. That's Adam Kev. It's only 5/10 now. We've got 6 laps left in this one. It's 1.4 seconds between our leader, though, Felix 1 to Adam Kev. It's 1.5 seconds now. So the final podium positions, not 100% decided yet. Still 6 laps to go, so anything could happen in there. We have 16 runners left as well. So we've got a pretty decent field of drivers out there. Deck paint gets a 3-second time penalty. Speaking of penalties, we haven't really touched on that tonight.
No, I'll go through that. Yes, GRF Flams and Exotic P6 and 7 both have 3 seconds. Rogers is on 6. Slardis and Sildeford and Deck Paint, all 3 on 9. And then Mucho Chen is also on 3 seconds. So that were our penalties for today. It's usually we see more people with penalties, but it's good to see that it's that all drivers keep it between the white lines. As Kimi Matevs picks up his first 3-second penalty of the race. Unfortunate for him because he was on the soft. He could have gained some position, so that won't help him at least. So he needs to gap then. If he overtakes Putin, he needs to gap another 3 seconds to keep that position. As of now, he's safe from GR Flams, of GFR Flam, GFR JR Flams.
JR Flams.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're right.
Apologies
No, right.
for the for the pronunciation.
No, that's all right.
Sometimes we have to guess what it is. We don't know everybody's names, but it all comes back. We had problems with CD Edmund. That's Vengeance indeed comes.
Oh, they make a little bit
of contact.
Oh, he's able to pull it off. Adam Kev gets a 3-second time penalty as well. That's going to make a difference to his time at the end of the race, because Vengeance doesn't have a 3-second time penalty. Does this open up the door for Putin B. Hoppin? Putin B. Hoppin,
if he push.
Yeah, Putin doesn't have a 3-second, doesn't have any time penalties either. He's 4.2 seconds out of range. So he would have to make up 1.2 seconds in the last 4 remaining laps to sneakily grab a podium. Alright, so it's all to play for Putin B. Hoppin. In the meantime, though, Vengeance, he's going to give chase to Felix 1. He's 2.6 seconds down the road. He's going to have to keep Adam Kev behind him. But Adam Kev picking up that 3-second time penalty has ruined his... well, not ruined. He's still on for a podium, but he's opened up the possibility that Putin might be able to snatch that away, as Putin he's 3.9 seconds now behind Adam Kev. So he's already taken 3/10 out of him. It's going to be a sprint for the last 3 laps to see, can Putin close the gap enough to take advantage of that 3-second time penalty that Adam Kev picked up on the last lap. And we've got 3 laps left to do it.
Yeah, but Putin is getting under pressure now from Kimi Matevs. He's on the soft, as Honzi picks up a 3-second time penalty. Now the time penalties are coming in. We only have 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers without a penalty. So all the compliments can put in the bin. As the end approaches, of course, more risks are being taken. So it's understandable. It will be interesting to see how Putin B. Hoppin does this with Kimi Matevs and the penalties, because Adam Kev and Kimi Matevs both have a 3-second time penalty. Putin has nothing. As the gap keeps crawling down, it's now 3.5 seconds. 3.6. It would be an interesting strategy to let Kimi by and then follow him.
I don't think he's going to have much choice as he goes around the outside into turn 1. Putin doesn't want to make contact with him here, though. He doesn't want to injure or damage a wing. And he doesn't, and Kimi's able to get through. Will Putin be able to come back? Kimi's using the battery.
Lost more than half a second there.
He's got DRS as well. Oh, we saw the big collision between him and Crazy Kiwi a couple of weeks ago in Suzuka at the end of the race. We don't want a repeat of that. But Kimi's able to sneak through. He's 4.1 seconds behind, but he's got the 3-second time penalty as well. So Putin B. Hoppin really needed to keep Kimi behind him, and to try and get as close to Adam Kev as possible. He's got 2 laps left to do it. Adam Kev's 7/10 behind Vengeance, but Vengeance doesn't have a penalty, nor does Felix 1, who's 2.1 seconds ahead of Vengeance in first place. So he's looking good on debut right now. Just quickly go down the field. Primetime Raz and Henry Rogers, they're battling it out. Henry Rogers on 7-lap-old soft tyres. It's 15-lap-old mediums for Primetime Raz. So they might start to feel a little bit yuck right now, as we've got 2 laps left for Primetime Raz to try and keep Henry Rogers behind him. Let's get back to Putin, though. I think we all secretly kind of cheer for him, don't we? We want to see him. We want to see him get a podium. He deserves a podium. His racing's improved a lot, this season.
A lot.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was a bit scruffy. Always only doing 1 lap in quali as he did today. So he's still using his old tricks. But it now, for the last couple of weeks, it results in good positions. He would have gotten a podium, I think, in Suzuka if the crash didn't happen. So would be good retaliation for that race if he manages to get a podium here. But he does need to hang on to Kimi Matevs' DRS, because otherwise it's going to be very, very tough.
Henry
Adam
Rogers.
Kev still has the DRS of Vengeance, so it's it's gonna be difficult to gain more than a second.
Oh,
in the
Putin just got a
last
time
lap of
penalty,
the
so
race.
that's it. Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's all over for him. Okay. All right, so that's a bit unfortunate for old Putin, but anyway, all right, cool. So we're on the final lap. Vengeance and Felix do not have penalties. Felix is just coming through that infield section again. Adam Kev is going to push Vengeance all the way to the end, even though with the time penalty still wants to make it a bit difficult for Vengeance in the Haas. But at the moment, it's looking like Felix is going to take the victory. So this is his first race in Div 1 as he comes around turn 12 now. He just needs to make the final few hundred meters of this racetrack. And Felix won on debut in round 20, Div 1, Season 2 of FRL. He is going to be the race winner. Congratulations. Felix won in the Red Bull. He takes out victory. Vengeance comes home in P2. Adam Kev comes home in P3 for now. Kimmy puts it in the wall. He finishes P4. Putin finishes P5. JR Flems on debut as well. He's going to come home. He'll in P6. Will he hold it? There's a big pile up at the finish line. Flems 6th. Primetime Raz 7th. Exotic 8th. Good result for him. Mucho Chan 10th. Silda Fort. He's coming home in P11. He's got a penalty as well. So I think that's going to be all the points sorted. And now Slatus. Henry Rogers at DNF. Where did he DNF? Oh, just to at turn 13. So I don't know what happened to Henry, but he's DNF. Deck Paint coming home in P13 on debut. And then Honesy, I think he's going to do some of his customary donuts before he crosses the line. And then you've got Iron Apple, who I hope doesn't clean up Honesy, who will be doing donuts in front of him as he comes around the bend. He is. And he's ghosted out. That's good. All right. So Honesy having a little bit of fun there. But this man here, Felix won. He has taken out round 20 of FRL Div 1. Congratulations to him on debut. Yeah, that was a good race. There was plenty of action in that one, Viet.
Yeah, it was. I sent friend requests to both Felix and Adam Kev.
Excellent.
For the post-race interviews. I think we have a happy Vengeance in the interviews as well.
He has to be happy with that. He qualified P3 and he's finished P2. So he's had a good outing all round. As we see Adam Kev take home the trophy. Well done to him. No, Felix. Adam Kev was P3 and Vengeance was P2 there. HBT, the one. What a drive from Adam Kev. Yes, what a drive from Adam, but wasn't quite good enough to take home the big trophy there. That was all Felix, yeah. All right. So we'll wait for the guys in the party to jump on. But in the meantime, that's our results. We had a few DNFs. Matt Cass, New Jersey, Ananas, and Toss the Caber were all DNFs tonight. Not bad. Only 3 DNFs, and 1 safety car. I'm going to give the ghosting a big tick. I thought that was good to have the ghosting tonight, and it worked the way that it should, and I don't think anyone abused it. It's pretty hard to abuse ghosting, but yeah, I'm all for it. I think it was fantastic. I think we got our first man as well.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, it's the runner-up in this race. Vengeance, welcome, my man. Another splendid drive from you. Good result. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really happy, but I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get him. But P2.
Yeah.
But it was. It's you always gotta go for the maximum, of course. We get that, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But P2 in this race, especially with the constructors being that close together. And your teammate Cleophas not being here, being how do you say that? Absent and Exotic filling in for him. You must be happy with that big haul of points for the constructors, which will go to the end next week in Abu Dhabi. But yeah, it's tell us about your race. I believe you went on from the softs to the mediums.
Yeah.
Just straightforward. Didn't pit at the safety car. Explain why didn't you follow the other guys in?
I knew it was risky. Like, I knew the softs had a lot more in them. And, you know, I knew the soft medium was the fastest strategy, so that's why.
All right, so you got it all worked out. You delivered once again after for your standards a disappointing result last week. But now you're back on top again. Only the qualifying split by 0.008 of a second. It was almost unbelievable to watch. You could have been pole, you could have been second, but you were third. But yeah, it was all very, very close together and close racing all race, and you kept it clean. One of the few drivers who didn't get a penalty, so props to you for that. Nick, do you have another question for our man?
I just want to hear Vengeance be happy. So you're going to have to win next week, mate, for us to hear you happy.
Still, I mean, I'm happy, but
yeah,
at the same time, I'm kind of frustrated.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I understand. So, but still, I think it was a fantastic effort from you tonight as well. Putting yourself up there with a good qualifying session, and then taking home P2. So, congratulations, man! Awesome job, and we finish it off next week in Abu Dhabi. How do you feel about the Abu Dhabi track?
Excited.
Yeah. All right, good. Well, hopefully we're talking to you next week, and you're excited to finish off the season with a win. So good luck, and congratulations on tonight.
See you.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate. All right, then we'll go to our place, man. It's Adam Cav. Adam, you made your debut today here in FRL Div 1. We've seen your name all around the CCC network the last couple of weeks, so good to see you also here in Div 1. Good result for first time, P3. Congratulations, first of all. Tell us about your race.
So first of all, the qualifying. It wasn't too good. I could have qualified in P4. But when I saw the start, I was lucky that I didn't qualify in P4 because of that crash.
Yeah.
After the first lap, I was in P3, I think, and at the restart I got to move down on Vegans. It was a bit hard because my tires were still cold from the safety car, but from that point on, it was pretty easy. Catch up to Felix and stay within the 1 second gap to get the DRS. Then he undercut me. I didn't think he would get a gap. I think it was 2 second gap.
Around that, it was a big gap. Yeah.
I don't know how he did that. I even used my ERS, so I was a bit surprised. Then got a bit unlucky with some lap cars, and at the end when Vegans catched up to me, I tried to defend it, but he was on the inside, and then I got a bit squeezed and got a 3 second time penalty. Wasn't too good. I would be happy if I got P2, but P3 is still a podium, so on my debut, I'm still happy.
Next week we have Abu Dhabi. It's the end of the season. You're thinking about getting another podium there?
Abu Dhabi is a very tricky track. I don't know, it's not one of my strongest, but I will try.
Okay.
All right, Nick.
Cool. Congratulations. Yeah, obviously, we're speaking to Felix, aren't we? This is Felix?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
No, it's Adam Kev.
Oh.
Adam Kev.
Adam Kev? Now, hang on. Adam Kev finished third, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam sorry, I'm just trying to, because I can't see. I'm always terrible in these post-race. This is why Viet does it and I don't. Yeah, but you qualified P6 and you finished P3, so well done. So were you racing in Tier 2 as the Div 2 FRL, or is this like just your first race in FRL in general?
No, I raced in FRL Div 2 from Silverstone on, so
Yep.
I had a few races in there.
Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah.
then you've
Yeah.
moved up to Div 1 tonight. Okay, well, on debut, picking up P3 and you qualified P6, that's a really good job. So, yeah, congratulations, and yeah, we'll see you next week in for the final race in Abu Dhabi of the season.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, mate.
And then last but definitely not least, our race winner, Felix 1, mate, congratulations, a win on your debut. That's, you can't ask for more, can you?
No, I'm very happy with that result. I was very surprised with how close it was in qualifying, and then happy to be able to fight at the front. The strategy was really good. The few people who put under safety car, I think, I was a bit surprised by that.
Yeah, they lost out.
yeah.
They lost out big time.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know. Thankfully, the one stop worked out. I was a bit high on tire wear by the end. I had around 70%. So yeah, but I think the race was won at the undercut when I got off the DRS range from it. And from then on, I just got the traffic better and built up an even bigger gap. It wasn't a huge gap, obviously, but big enough to be somewhat comfortable.
Yeah, it was a couple of
And,
seconds in the end there. You won by.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the two guys behind me were fighting as well, which helped.
Yeah.
The pace was very similar, but the undercut in the end got me the win.
Yeah, it was a good strategy. We were a bit surprised as well to see guys going pretty early for pit stops under the safety car. So on debut, you've qualified P4. You've won the race. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where have you come from? What do you like? How did you find the league? Yeah, just give us a little bit of background about yourself.
Well, I'm from Germany, as you can probably hear. I found the league on the Discord server from the F1 game.
Yep.
So I think it's r/F1 game, Discord is called.
Okay.
Saw the post about advertising it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a time that's very good for me because I'm already in a lot of different leagues, and because of this league being Australian based,
Yeah, Australian based. Yep.
it's in the morning for me at about 11 a.m., which is not at a time any other league I'm in runs. So yeah, that's kind of, and I just thought, why not try it out, see how I compare,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did.
Well,
you
obviously,
did pretty well.
you did pretty well. If you're here next week, I'd like to see you battle with Baraka and with Sandeezy. They weren't here tonight, but they're on top of the driver standings for a reason, of course. Baraka he's insane. Yeah, there's no words for his pace. So I'm excited to see how you fare against those guys. But again, congratulations on your maiden win here in FRL on your debut. Yeah, we're excited to see what you can do in the last round, and then maybe if you like it here, stay on for season 3.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
Thank
cool.
you very much,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Have a good Sunday.
yes,
Yeah, enjoy the race.
All right. Thanks,
thank
mate.
you. You too.
All right, Viet. That was fun. You know what? That was a fun one tonight. I enjoyed that. We didn't have the last few weeks. We've kind of had a bit of. It's been a bit chaotic, and we've had very few finishes, and I think tonight the ghosting on was. It made a difference. I think it made a big difference tonight. So yeah, as I said, I've not been much of a ghosting on person.
No.
But tonight's changed my mind, and yeah, I'm all for it. I think it's made a massive difference, and yeah, we'll see what happens next week in terms of the final race of the season. If we see the fast guys again like Sandeezy and Baraka, they might have. We don't know if they'll be back next season. Next race. We know they're not back next season. So, all right. Well, if you don't have any words for us to go out, we might just wrap it up.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. I think we held all you guys long enough for today. I enjoyed it again.
Hang on a second. Putin, can I have an interview? I need to express myself. Do you have him on your friends list, Fit?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look.
I think I might do. Hang in there, Putin. We'll put you on, mate. I reckon I might have him.
Oh, I have him.
You got him? All right, we're going to throw you an invite, Putin. I don't think there's many people watching right now, but watch back on the stream anyway. All right, needs to express himself. As long as you express yourself in a, diplomatic and mature way, we're all good. All right, we'll wait for him.
Waiting for him now. The invite has been sent, my man. So, join us if you like. You do. So, as we're waiting for Putin. What you said, Nick. It was a good race.
Yeah.
Not many incidents. There we have him. Putin, welcome, my man.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We're good. How are you?
Going good.
Oh, great.
All right.
Well,
No,
mate,
I'm
express
just joking.
yourself.
Well, started the race, P8. I had a good start. I think I got like 4 positions. I stayed in P4 for like half the race. Pitted with the rest of the front pack, PhD Vengeance. I was just following him up. It was just like, I just got under pressure last lap. And, I was just wanted to express myself. The Williams didn't really work with me, I guess, in a way that
but why would he?
Yeah, but we could have got like extra positions, and then he could have overtook me. It's like.
Yeah. To be fair, he was on the softs. So his pace would have been quicker. At least it should be.
It was. Yeah.
But yeah, he had that time penalty. So if I were him, I would have passed you as well ASAP. So he could pull a gap. But I was thinking maybe you can hang on. You can hang on to that Williams and then let Kimi bring you a top 3. But Adam Kev had the DRS from Vengeance all the way, so then
I could see.
Very, very tough.
Well, the thing is that I actually got that penalty on the last lap.
Yeah.
Like the last, that's what really got to me.
Well, we've been talking about it. We spoke about it on the stream that you've improved a lot this season. So you had a bit of you finished 9th in your first race, and then from round 3 you were 18th, 15th, 14th. Then didn't race, then you finished 13th. But then after France, you got like 9th, 4th, 7th. You had 11th and 11th, round 12 and 13. You had 2 DNFs and a 14th in Russia. And then you had the big...
Let's not talk about Japan.
Yeah,
let's not get into that.
No, but
wasn't be hopping there in Sochi, I guess.
So what is it? Have you been doing something different? Have you got new equipment? Are you just practicing more? What is it that sort of helped you turn your form around a little bit?
Well, the first half of the season, I guess I just wasn't taking it as seriously as I was now.
Yeah.
I guess, I wasn't doing time trials. I wasn't, I guess, actively involved. Like, sometimes I would just not practice the tracks. But after April, I think, after France, Austria, I really, started to put more energy and hard work into my driving style and etiquette.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, it shows now. It shows. So, it's all good. It's hopefully you can continue the form into Abu Dhabi, and if you're still racing, keep still racing here in FRL, you'll continue the form on to season 3.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I remember Nick. I used to play what's it called? Assetto Corsa
Oh, yep. Yep.
competition. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were in the same
Yeah,
league.
we were in that league with Hugh Danis. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Steam Names? Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. We don't mention that name in FRL anymore. All right, cool. Well, dude, congratulations, man. Hopefully next race you'll move up one more spot and you'll get a podium, because I think you've definitely deserved that. It's your equal best finishing position, 4th. You finished 4th in Austria.
No, I finished 5th.
No,
Yeah.
Austria.
I got 5th.
You finished 4th in Austria, round 10.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But like I got 4. That's like the best I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today
I definitely need to try to get the podiums.
Yeah.
That's like
Well,
I'm really looking forward to
You'll
that.
have to get sweaty during the week on the time trial, and see if you can get a podium next
definitely.
week.
Yeah, I will be hard work and effort. Pays off. Hopefully,
That's it.
unless I don't get crashed out.
All right. Well, we'll see how we go next week. But thanks very much for joining us, and good luck for next week. We'll see if we can get a podium.
All right. Yeah, no worries. Thanks guys.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
Cool.
See ya. Good
See ya.
weekend.
All right.
Yeah, see you next weekend.
All right, thanks,
All right.
mate. All right,
Yeah.
let's wrap this
Yeah.
one up. I get the feeling that Viet wants to
Yep.
get out of here. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you next week for the last round of the season. Woohoo! We're going to be in Abu Dhabi. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you all watch the F1 race tonight. Take it easy, stay safe. See you next.